Well, hello, beautiful people. It's me, Sam, from your friendly neighborhood Dunder Mifflin Paper Company, and I am here to review Strays. It's a new hard R-rated raunch comedy about a whole bunch of dogs trying to find one of the dogs' owner and give him a little bit of payback. Okay, first thing I'm going to say about this movie is do not take your kids to go see this movie. Second thing I'm going to say about this movie is do not take your kids to see this movie. And the third thing I'm going to say is do not take your kids to see this movie because it is it is so over the top. It is the raunchiest movie I've seen this year. Not only is it the raunchiest, but it is, in my opinion, the funniest movie of the year so far. And that is replacing what a Joyride, which was pretty raunchy, really hilarious. But I think this movie is a lot better. It's a lot funnier, and maybe I'm a little biased because I'm a huge dog lover. I have two dogs myself, and yeah. So the story is pretty simple. You know, Will Ferrell's character right here to the left. By the way, Will Ferrell does a great job at just playing like a sweet, innocent type. His owner is just a terrible human being, easily one of the most terrible characters I've seen in a movie in quite some time. And that's saying something because this is a comedy, and the way they portray the way Will Forte plays this character, he's great. I love him in everything he does, and in this movie, he's just like makes you hate him, and you're supposed to hate him for the things that he does to this little dog and to other dogs. Like terrible, terrible person. So they play a game, and Will Forte's trying to get rid of him. He finally gets rid of him by taking him to like the nearest biggest city. That's where he runs into Jamie Foxx's character, and then there's two other dogs played by Randall Park and Isla Fisher, and I thought that both of them were very good. Randall Park, there are moments where he has very dry humor, and he cracks me up. Isla Fisher surprisingly was really good. I based off the trailers, I was like, oh, okay, they might be too cheesy, but no, they were in the movie for the right amount of time. But the film truly belongs to Jamie Foxx. I mean, he's a master of the voice acting. I mean, he is flat out hilarious. Every scene he is in, he just steals the movie, in my opinion. And I know that people are like, oh, cursing isn't funny. You know, it can be at times, but just because you curse doesn't make it like, comedy. But the thing is with this film is that whenever Jamie Foxx curses, I don't know why. It's just the whole theater was just laughing. And look, if you're looking at the trailer and you're like, it doesn't look too funny, I'm telling you, they did not put the funniest scenes in this movie in the trailer. I mean, they didn't put the funniest scenes in the trailer, and I think that's because of how raunchy and how far it gets. It goes there. It goes to certain places, and if you've ever wondered what your dog is thinking, I'm pretty sure it's somewhere along the lines of this. Maybe not, but it's it's funny to think about. There's a lot of like pet owner jokes in here that, to be honest, only dog and pet owners will get. They're very subtle. I thought they were, very funny. The movie is very charming, and at its core, it's very sweet. And I know this because the group of women next to me, every other minute, were just aw. And you know what? There were times where the film tugged at my heartstrings. The movie runs at about, I want to say, about an hour and 26 minutes, which is very short. But for a comedy, it's perfect. Now, do I think that the movie could have been trimmed down by like 5, maybe even 10 minutes? Yeah, I think so, because although there were a lot of scenes and gags that I thought were funny, I felt like they just went on a little too long. When it comes to a comedy movie, to be honest, I only look for two things. One, does it make me laugh? And two, am I mildly entertained. And this movie made me laugh my butt off. And it achieved that. And was I entertained? I was entertained throughout. Look, if you're hesitant in watching this movie, I highly recommend it, but just know that you're getting an R-rated film. And I think you might be surprised about how sweet this film is. Yeah. So overall, how am I feeling? I liked it a lot. It's easily the funniest movie of the year so far. I'm feeling a very strong 7 out of 10 for Strays. I highly recommend it. Starting this new thing, putting the films that I review in 5 categories. One category being absolutely whatever you do, skip it. Second category I'm putting in, it's alright, I would just wait for streaming. Third category is it's worth a matinee. You know, if you don't have anything to do around noontime or something, it's worth checking out. Fourth category is it's worth seeing. And 5 is masterpiece. You drop everything you're doing and just go to the movies to see it or put it on streaming. And where would I put this one? I would put this one in category 3. I think it's worth a matinee. And you know what? I even inching towards category number 4, because I do think, like, if you're just wanting to laugh, a little bit of escapism, I highly recommend checking it out. So I was waiting on Blue Beetle, Strays, and Gran Turismo to finish up the summer movie season. And I was able to watch Blue Beetle and I was able to watch Strays. And Strays is officially my final review of the summer movie season of 2023. Unfortunately, since Gran Turismo moved their release date to the end, they're just by 1 week. They're going to be releasing it next week. Unfortunately, it won't be considered in what I call the Sammy Summer Awards. This is the second year I'm doing it. I did it last year, and although I didn't put it on TikTok or YouTube or anything, but this is the second year that I do it, and this is the first time that I'm going to be putting my summer movie awards on TikTok. So guys, check out that review, check out that video whenever I put it out. And I will be reviewing Gran Turismo. It won't be eligible for that summer awards video. And I will also be putting out a few more videos coming out soon. I have, of course, tomorrow's Monday, where I make my, weekly box office numbers. I'm also going to be doing a spoiler review of Blue Beetle. Be talking more about that and my feelings towards it. I'm going to be ranking all the DCU films, only DCU films. Be putting out that video. I also have another album review that I'm going to be putting out. And then, of course, later in the week, at some point, I'm going to try to get to it. I'm going to be reviewing Gran Turismo. So, sorry this is a longer video. I just wanted to get too much, give you what's going to be coming out. And if you've waited this long, great. If I'm just playing in the background, it's awesome. So Strays, a very strong 7 out of 10. Check it out. It's worth watching. Just know what you're expecting. Know that you're getting a hard R-rated raunch comedy. And please, please, please support the channel. And also check out the videos that I'm going to be putting out later this week, because there's going to be a lot of them. Guys, thank you so much and take care. And let me know what you think of this film when you watch it. Did you find it funny? Did you not find it funny? Because here's the thing. Humor is subjective. So let me know your thoughts. Take care.